Really quickly before this video begins, I want to let you guys know that there's a brand new apparel design on www.blownmotorclub.com. It is the new BMC Line It Up chicken design. It's gonna be super limited. I'm only gonna have it on the website for about a month. So if you guys want it, get it while it's hot. If you saw the 20% off coupon code in the last video, you are free to use it on this design as well. So get it while it's hot. And with that said, let's get into today's video. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm Booster John and today we're fixing some stuff on the EG to make sure that it can be my daily driver. So in the last video, you guys saw that my life is kind of in shambles right now. It's seriously like, I have a smile on my face, but like inside, my brain and you know, my stress levels are extremely high. The biggest problem here is that my truck is broken. It's like in a state where it's about to catch on fire, and my EK blew up. And my Civic, my EG hatch turbo car, is the only car that I have that's running semi-reliably right now, and it also has issues. But its issues are not quite as catastrophic as the EK or the truck. So in today's video, we're gonna be basically making the EG into my daily for the time being. The axle on the passenger side has been popping out of the trans since I put the LSD into this trans. Like last year. It's a really big problem because all of my trans fluid leaks out of the trans through the axle seal, and that's a really big problem because it's causing unnecessary wear on the transmission. We're on our way to Mark's shop to pick up the part that's gonna be required to hopefully fix this issue once and for all. Nothing like a little NA Miata first thing in the morning, eh boys? 10 grand right now, 10 grand cash right now. NA Miata, let's go. You guys are probably like, what the heck was that? Well, those are axle shims. Those are gonna go in between the axle and the wheel bearing. So like kind of between the hub and the axle. The idea here is that today we're gonna try to push the axle into the trans a little bit more. We're gonna shim the axle towards the trans to hopefully prevent it from falling out. I also have one other trick in my sleeve. I'm gonna show you that when we get home. There we go. We have this Honda axle ring. This is the part number for those of you that are looking for this. It's gonna go on the trans side, and we have these shims that are gonna go on the hub side. This is the other trick I said I had up my sleeve. WaveTrack recommends running an OEM Honda axle in their differential, but because OEM axles are so hard to get in the year 2022, I am running an OEM axle set ring to hopefully do the same job as running an OEM axle. I guess let's toss 2 shims in here. That was a good little pull, boys. That one felt good, little third gear, just kind of easing into it. And axle is still in place. So hopefully that holds. Probably won't know for sure until we start doing some drag racing, but hopefully that's a W. I do have one more like pretty major issue with this car that is kind of preventing me from being able to use it as a daily. So when I installed this engine, you know, all in one night, we were in a hurry, and you know, I'm not gonna say who did it, but one of my buddies bolted on the exhaust manifold or the turbo manifold, and this bolt is stripped. I don't know if it was already stripped or if he stripped it, but this bolt hole inside the head is stripped. This is resulting in a pretty gnarly exhaust leak from cylinder number 4. So because the EK is waiting on a clutch, waiting on a flywheel, and you know, I gotta just finish the engine swap, I figured we would take today. It's a Saturday, it's one of my days off during the week. Figured we'd take today to clean up the garage, put the EK build on hold for just a short period of time here. And I think we're gonna head over to the new garage. We're gonna pack up all the tools, head over to the new garage, and work on the EG and get that thing back to how it should be. I have one idea that could be a quick fix, a quick hack to fixing the EG's exhaust leak. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to take the exhaust manifold off and drill the head. and that's gonna really suck. I think Kearney might meet us over at the garage, and I just have to get started cleaning because this place is an absolute disaster. We're heading over to the new garage, which is still unnamed. There are some names floating around that sound kind of good. I might be putting a poll up on Instagram. I'll be putting a poll up on Instagram as soon as this video goes live, actually. So if you guys want to head over to Instagram and vote on names for the new garage, I'm gonna put gas in the truck. I'm gonna put a poll on Instagram right now. If you are watching this video the day it went live, the poll is live on my Instagram at boosted_John. Go check it out, cast your vote. Let me know what you think I should call the new garage, and I will see you guys when we are there. For those of you that missed the last video, the issue is this bolt hole right here. The bolt hole is stripped out, so the bolt can't stay tight, it comes loose, and there's a gap between the manifold and the head. So I'm gonna unbolt the manifold. I'm gonna basically just try to make myself as much room as possible down there. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I might have to take off the bumper, and then I'm gonna try to put a stud in there because I think that this bolt might have just stripped out the first couple of threads, and maybe a longer stud will reach far enough back in the head, you know, where I can get some thread grab. And once that stud is screwed in, then all I gotta do is be able to fit this manifold back on without it hitting the runner. It's gonna be kind of tight. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. If it doesn't work, we'll drill the head. We'll do the hard part. We'll do the hard stuff. I'm honestly really not looking forward to this job, especially considering how hot it is outside, but I want to drive this car really bad, so I got to get it done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to throw you guys on a quick little time lapse. Honestly, I'm starting to kind of like time lapses. Let me know what you guys think in the description down below. Do you guys like time lapses, or are they boring and you just click off the video? Not really sure. Let me know.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss that stack, taking big swings, jam to the bat, put me in the ring. I decided to just switch all of them over to studs. I think it's gonna work with the manifold, and this is just gonna be a much safer option so I don't strip out any of the bolt holes in the head going forward. One of you guys actually recommended this, so thank you for that. With that said, let me get this turbo manifold bolted back on so we can get the turbo kit installed. Once the turbo kit is installed, we should be good to take it out for a rip, but I gotta put the bumper back on, gotta put the exhaust back on. I'm gonna also spray the exhaust so that it's not just rusting away anymore, and go from there. All right, everything is put back together. Manifold is bolted on. We should be back to making 370 to the wheels again. No exhaust leaks. Fingers crossed. Everything is hooked up. The new black exhaust looking mint. I don't know how long it'll stay looking that good. Probably not too long. It's just spray paint, but it's hot out, dude. It's so hot. I've been complaining about this all video. And you're in here. You're out here in a hoodie.
I know.
You're crazy. All right, I'm gonna pass the camera off to Kearney. Let's get it started. I'm gonna give it a once over, make sure I don't leave anything loose. Oil feed is good. Oil drain, I tightened that. I tightened the turbo bolts, I tightened the turbo hose clamp. I hooked up the vacuum lines. Yep, wastegate dump is tight, exhaust is tight, manifold is tight, turbo is tight to manifold. Let's do it. While I still have it up on the jack stands, I'm gonna look under it. It sounds good though, sounds healthy so far. of smoke coming off of the manifold because there's so much grease on the manifold. Obviously the exhaust is freshly painted. I think there's gonna be quite a bit of smoke coming from the engine bay right now, and that's totally fine. It's just burning off grease, burning off chemicals, you know. So weird with the exhaust leak, like bogging like crazy. Just everything felt weird, it sounded bad. Everything feels so much better right now, just right off the bat. Oh. It honestly makes me wonder if it was leaking exhaust gases the whole time, like even at dyno. I really wonder. Yeah, it's running so much better right off the bat. With the exhaust leak being as bad as it was, every time I would shift or lift off throttle, it would be like pop, 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 pop. It would like backfire a bunch. I don't hear that anymore. It's not doing that at all, which is awesome. I'm really excited to see how it feels in boost. It should be quite a bit better. I'm gonna basically just keep an eye on the AFRs, make sure that that's all good, because again, I don't know if it's been leaking exhaust gases literally since the dyno. Like, AFRs could be totally off now that there's no leak. Cut on me. I don't know exactly why. I was watching the road, not the AFRs, so I don't know exactly what they got down to. Might have cut because it over boosted, might have cut because it was lean, might have cut because it was too rich. I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna have to play around with it in the upcoming days here and see how the tune is. I would have liked to drive it more, but there's still a few little kinks I have to work out. We're gonna touch on that in the next video. Gonna hopefully be doing some remote tuning with Mikey, making the tune perfect and fixing one little issue with the drivetrain. It's just kind of acting kind of weird. I have a couple ideas, but we are finishing off today's video with a 2.3 pound tomahawk steak lathered up in my homemade garlic butter with rosemary. Dude, I forgot soy sauce. That's okay, I'll put it in the other garlic butter. But butter, soy sauce, rosemary, and garlic. Yeah, on the charcoal, eh? All right. That thing is gonna be ridiculous. We'll update you guys in a little bit. You ready? I'll flip it. That's what it's all about right there, boys. That's like a perfect medium on the grill. Kind of hard to nail that, I think, but I friggin' nailed it, eh, boys? Look at that thing. Woo! Dude, should I hit it?
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one. That's really good. That's so good. I wish it was a little less cooked. I really gotta start taking it off earlier. Yeah. But dude, it's so good.
It looks good. I'm happy it's
All right, let's enjoy.
Yeah.
Boys, listen. I know I hit Don's in the end of the last video too. I promise I'm not addicted to the Don, all right? I promise. I just know it's gonna be a little while before I eat again, and it was the only thing I was passing on my way home, and I just need a little snacky poo. I promise I'm not addicted to the Don. But since I know you're wondering, John, what did you get at Don's this time? All right, let me let me show you guys a little thing that my friend Chris from work showed me. And this is called the Spicy Mini Mac. This is a jalapeno McDouble with lettuce and mac sauce. I could honestly go without the jalapenos, dudes. There's a lot of them on here, and I don't necessarily like a shitload of pickled jalapenos. Don't tell Gurney I did this because we're about to make dinner. Anyway, while I have your attention here, I just have a quick question for you guys. Are you guys digging the EG content more? Do you guys want to see more drag racing with the EG? Do you want to see more road course racing with the EK? What are you guys liking more right now? Because I feel like I've been kind of in the middle between the two, and I kind of want to know what car you guys want me to focus on heavily pretty much for the rest of the summer. Leave comments down below which car you guys want to see content on for the rest of the summer, because I have a few options for how I could proceed, and I'm just curious what you guys are into these days.